Hello friends, Sat Shri Akal, welcome to my channel and I'm Manhar. Today I'm going to shoot this video specifically in English because I'm going to talk about ICT visa, how to switch from ICT visa to blue card. तो मैं की कह रही सी कि मैं इस वीडियो ਨੂੰ स्पेसिफिकली ਅਸੀਂ ਇੰਗਲਿਸ਼ ਵਿੱਚ ਸ਼ੂਟ ਕਰਨ ਜਾ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਮੈਂ ICT ਵੀਜ਼ਾ ਆਪਾਂ ICT ਵੀਜ਼ਾ ਤੋਂ ਬਲੂ ਕਾਰਡ ਚ ਕਿੱਦਾਂ ਕਨਵਰਟ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਉਸ ਬਾਰੇ ਗੱਲ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ ਐਂਡ ਇਟਸ ਅ topic for much larger audience, right? So first of all, I want to tell you about myself that I have been working in Germany, Berlin for almost 3 years, and first 2 years I worked on ICT visa, then I switched to a blue card, right? And so what is an ICT visa? First of all, ICT visa is inter-corporate transfer visa, which is a non-permanent residence permit, and via this companies established out of EU kind of send their employees, skilled workers, to other locations which are based inside of EU, right? So, and the maximum permit for ICT visa in Germany, basically, it's 3 years, and after that, after the completion of those 3 years, you have to go back to your original location, right? So, and working on ICT visa, you cannot switch to any other employer. So this is kind of some limitations of the ICT visa. Originally, companies used to send their employees on work permit, which was accommodating this feature as well. On the work permit, you were able to switch to other employers, right? So you can see that with ICT visa, companies are trying to, retain their employees, and they don't want to, let go of whatever value they have invested in you. So blue card. A blue card is a resident permits to stay and work in Germany, right? The usual validity of a blue card is 4 years, and after that you can extend it. But what is necessary to get a blue card? So first of all, you should have a job and a contract from a German employer to apply for the blue card, right? So just sharing something about my experience, that when I wanted to switch from ICT to a blue card, when I decided that I want to stay in Berlin or Germany for long and I want to work here with a German employer, I was very confused. I did not know, like, is it even possible to do that? And there were other questions as well in my mind, like, what if my employer asks me to go back to India to serve my rest of the notice period? What will happen here? Like, I also read somewhere that I would have to deregister myself from Germany, and then only I can go back. I would have to serve my notice period, and then I was thinking, like, how I'm going to come back, right? So these were all the questions, but let me assure you, yes, you can do it. You can switch from ICT visa to blue card visa. So, but there can be, one or two different scenarios. So first scenario can be that your employer asks you to come back to India and serve your notice period, right? In that case, you have to be really careful, because your employer can ask you to deregister yourself and then go back to India, right? In that case, that's not a good thing. You would, if you deregister yourself in Germany and you go back, you travel outside of Germany, then your resident permit will not be anymore valid. Yeah, and that's not a good thing, because in that case you would have to reapply your blue card or work permit or whatever visa through German embassy of your country, right? In this scenario, what you can do is you can ask your employer that you are not going to come back to India to serve your notice period. First thing, you can do that. You can take a stand, right? But if that's not possible, you can at least try to not deregister yourself. If you deregister, that would be a blunder. Yeah, so try not to deregister yourself, and before going back to India to serve your notice period, try to apply for the blue card, right? Start the process, and when you get back here in Germany after serving your notice period of 2 or 3 months, you get back here, I think your blue card visa or process would be ready by then, or maybe just 1 or 2 weeks more, and then you can go to your appointment, give all your documents, whatever process is required, and I think then you would receive your blue card within 1 month or 45 days. This is the first scenario, right? The second scenario is like a positive scenario, when your employer does not ask you to go back to India to serve your notice period. In that case, which was luckily for me as well, you stay here, you fulfill your notice period, and during that period you only start the blue card process. Blue card processes, I can't say it's pretty simple. It's not that simple because you just have to, work on lots of documents. You have to prepare lots of documents. So documents like your visa application form, your education certificates, your insurance. Basically, you also have to take up an insurance, which is a German-based insurance. So maybe while you are on ICT visa, your employer, they have given you some international insurance that won't be that won't fulfill your needs anymore. To get a blue card, you should have a German-based insurance. It can be either private or a public insurance, right? So insurance contract. Then you also need to have your a valid passport, an Anmeldung from your current residence, right? And maybe some scanned copies of your current ICT visa, right? All these documents, you should have them handy and ready, and then maybe via your employer, you can ask your employer to take an appointment from Business Immigration Services, right? And you go to that appointment, you present your valid passport, you give your biometrics, and you pay the processing fee. And after that appointment, you would get your blue card, as I already told. For those 30-45 days, you would receive a paper from Business Immigration Services that you can start working for this so-and-so company. So it means you would still have an assurance that, yeah, you are now okay to work for another employer. And from that point of time, from your appointment time, your ICT visa would be cancelled and your blue card would start, yeah? I also want to talk about two more topics which were really pain points for me at that point of time, and I was not able to find them readily on the internet written, right? So the first topic is, if you have a gap between your last date with the current employer and your new start date, right? If there is a gap, you may be thinking that what if I'm not going to do the job during that time? What if some authority from Germany asks me to go back during that time? It's not going to happen, be assured, because you have your appointment confirmation with the immigration services and your job contract with the new employer, right? With these two documents, rest assured, no one is going to ask you anything like that. Second point is about insurance. So if there is a gap, you need to be informed that during that gap, your last employer is not going to contribute towards your insurance, okay? And for that, you have to take care of it by yourself, maybe out of your savings. And for that period, so from the last date of your employer with the current employer, your previous insurance will end. So keep in mind that from the next day, your new insurance with the German company, which is required for the blue card, which we already discussed, should start from the next day, okay? And with that, I think you would be okay. I hope this video was informational enough for you and you got some positive assurance out of it, and I wish you all the best that this process goes out smoothly for you, yeah? If you like my video, please subscribe to my channel and give a thumbs up to it. And I would be coming up very soon with new videos about more informational stuff about Germany. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.